Good evening and a warm welcome to State of Business, RTV's primetime business news bulletin. I'm Indiveri Amwatha. Here's a look at tonight's headlines first. Ratanathera says Sri Lanka will not import glyphosate again. And Dr. Kalegama points out reasons for Sri Lanka's failure to attract post-war investments. Not your stories in detail now. Convener of the Pivituru Hetak movement, Venerable Athureliya Ratanathera, expressed views on the glyphosate ban at a media conference in Colombo today.
මේ රටේ ජනාධිපතිතුමා තමයි ප්‍රකාශයට පත් කළා තියෙන්නේ ග්ලයිෆොසේට් තහනම් කරන්න කියලා. මම ඊටාම පැහැදිලිව කියනවා ලංකාවේ ආපහු ග්ලයිෆොසේට් ගෙන්නන්නේ නැහැ කියලා. කිසිම බලවතෙකුට ඒක කරන්න බෑයි කියලා මම බය නැතුව කියනවා. ඒක කරන්න ඉඩ තියන්නෙත් නැහැ. අපිට අපේ හුස්ම වැටෙනකන් ඒකට ඉඩ ලැබෙන්නේ නැත. අපි හුස්ම ගන්නවා තාම. මරුණට පස්සේ මොන වේදිලා මට කියන්න බෑ. නමුත් අපි හුස්ම වැටෙනකන් අපේ ලංකාවට ග්ලයිෆොසේට් ගෙන්නන්නේ නැහැ.
Renowned economist Dr. Saman Kalegama says that Sri Lanka failed to attract a sizable amount of post-war investments due to various issues in doing business in the country. Dr. Kalegama said this addressing a forum held at the Ceylon Chamber of Commerce in Colombo last evening.
When the war ended in the year 2009, Sri Lanka was expecting very large investment to come in. But the country was not successful in getting very large investment after the war ended. That is because in the overall environment of doing business in this country, there were issues. Then there were issues in regard to consistency and predictability of policy, stability of policy, and so on.
He pointed out that after the war ended, Sri Lanka was able to attract market-seeking investments and not efficiency-seeking investments. Efficiency-seeking investments are able to create more jobs as well as transfer know-how.
Efficiency-seeking investment means in a particular country the cost of production goes up and the investment finds it difficult to operate in that country, it shifts to another country to do the same job, whether it is manufacturing bicycles or whatever. We saw market-seeking investment coming to make use of the Sri Lankan market. Now, for example, big investment that came in, like the Shangri-La Hotel, ITC Hotel, etc., came in to exploit the tourism boom after the war. Market-seeking. Large foreign investors into the real estates, constructing condominium apartments, etc., also came in because there was a domestic market demand.
UPFA parliamentarian Bandula Gunawardena says the joint opposition will submit further amendments to the proposed VAT amendment bill, which will be tabled in Parliament soon. Last week, Cabinet ratified the amendment bill.
VAT සංශෝධනය මේ ආකාරයෙන් කිරීමට විරුද්ධව අපි සංශෝධන ඉදිරිපත් කරනවා පාර්ලිමේන්තුවේදී. දැනටම අපි ඒකාබද්ධ විපක්ෂයේ වශයෙන් සංශෝධනයක් ඉදිරිපත් කරලා තියෙනවා නීති විරෝධී ලෙස අය කරපු VAT ආපසු ගෙවන්න ඕනේ. දැන් ශ්‍රේෂ්ඨාධිකරණයේ තීන්දුව කළානේ මේ බද්ද නීති විරෝධී කියලා. දැන් ආදායම් කොමසාරි ජෙනරාල් තුමියට බදු පනවන්න අයිතියක් නැහැ. බදු පැනවීමේ හා බදු සංශෝධනය කිරීමේ අයිතිය තියෙන්නේ උත්තරීතර සභාව පාර්ලිමේන්තුව. පාර්ලිමේන්තුවට නොදන්න අය කරපු බදු නීති විරෝධී. නීති විරෝධීව අය කරපු බදු මුදල් ආපසු ගෙවන්න ඕනේ නැත්නම් ඒ ගෙවන ලෙස ඉල්ලලා අපි මේ VAT සංශෝධන පනත අවස්ථාවේදී සංශෝධනයක් ඒකාබද්ධ විපක්ෂය වෙනුවෙන් ඉදිරිපත් කරනවා.
With that, we take a short break. We'll be back with more on State of Business after this. Welcome back to the news. Chairperson of the Export Development Board says that Sri Lankan exports will fail to reach annual revenue expectations this year. Speaking at the annual general meeting of the Lanka Fruit and Vegetable Producers, Processors and Exporters Association, Indira Malvatta called exporters to focus on product quality and diversification. The Lanka Fruit, Vegetable Producers, Processors and Exporters Association held its 35th annual general meeting. Chairperson of the Export Development Board, Indira Malvatta, was the chief guest at the AGM.
Sri Lanka's exports in the world market, we are just 0.03%. We are nowhere in the international market. Last year, 2015, we had achieved $60 million worth of exports. And this year, up to July, it's only $36 million. So I hope at least the next few months, which is hardly a month, and then it's a tourist season in Sri Lanka also, I wouldn't think we would even be able to achieve the target of 60 million that was achieved in 2015. And you all have set yourselves a target along with the EDB by 2020 to have a target, to achieve a target of 200 million. So that's a way off, but it's possible.
She highlighted that branding will be key for export expansion.
There's a member here who has already applied for it. He applied for it some time ago, but we were not in a position to do so till we looked at our finances, because that was not a program in the EDB budget, which was approved long before I took over the chairperson's post. But we managed to collect the funds from all unutilized programs, and we have now launched it, where a company will be given 1.5 million a year, but we help the company for a period of 3 years, so giving up to 4.5 million within the period of 3 years for their branding. It will be a matching grant where the company will also have to put in that 50% of the expenses. Then we have also increased for marketing assistance. We have also increased, a company can for a period of 3 years we'll be giving them 500,000 each. Again, that is a total grant. I think more than the marketing part of it, which, as you said, marketing is not an issue. Quality products of Sri Lanka speaks for itself.
The Public Utilities Commission has allowed a period of 2 years for the transition process into a single standard for plugs and socket outlets in Sri Lanka. Addressing a technical session today, electricity sector expert and consultant Dr. Tilak Siambalapitiya called all stakeholders to cooperate in the implementation of this regulation. The Public Utilities Commission decided that Type G plug and socket outlet, which are widely known as 13 ampere plug and socket outlet, commonly referred to as the square pin plug and socket, will be the only national standard in Sri Lanka. On August 16 this year, the government approved the implementation of a single standard for plugs and socket outlets in Sri Lanka.
After the conversion process, in the longer term, there will be only one type of plug, one type of socket. The present status of plugs and socket outlet usage in the country, as you see, is a mix. We can count about 5 different types of sockets that are used, and probably more than 15 different types of plug tops. The process is to bring Sri Lanka into a unified single standard. The transition process will take 2 years. Then, after 2 years, practically, if you go to a shop to buy a mobile phone charger, it will come with a Type G plug. That means it will come with a plug with the single standard.
He also highlighted that there are various responsibilities to be fulfilled in order for the transition process to be a success.
Of course, standard wiring regulations will have to be followed. Sri Lanka has decided to follow the IET wiring regulations, and it's a BS British standard as well, and the wire sizes to be selected correctly. Of course, those have to be done even today. They have to have follow the correct standards. In the new arrangement also, they have to follow the correct standards. Then, of course, professionals will also have to assist to prepare the standard for the one-to-one adapter. That means 5 ampere to 13 ampere and 13 ampere to 5 ampere adapter.
I'll be back with Stock Watch after this break. Welcome back to the news. Market continued its lackluster run, dipping once again due to selling on index-weighted counters. The day saw foreign investors as net buyers on equities, with activity seen on Hat National Bank, Sampath Bank, Distilleries and Textor Jersey. The all-share price index dipped 20.50 to close at 6,429.94, while the S&P SL20 index dipped 10.97 to close trading at 3,552.03. Turnover for the day amounted to 458.7 million rupees, with 34.2 million shares trading hands. The top traded counters today were Distilleries with 90.3 million rupees, Hat National Bank 55 million rupees, Textor Jersey 44 million rupees, Sampath Bank 37 million rupees and John Keells Holdings 15.7 million rupees. In the meantime, foreign inflows amounted to around 240.6 million rupees, with outflows totaling 95.3 million rupees. Here's a look at the day's foreign currency rates now. That's all from the State of Business for tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow, same time. Until then, take care. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Good night.